Hello everyone, Tom Pritchard, Worldwide Logistics Safety Director. Folks, I'd like to talk with you just a little bit about accident reporting. First thing I want to do is make sure you understand what an accident actually is. Our company defines an accident as an incident or an accident alleged or otherwise that results in damage to real estate, property, including our own, and or injury or death to any person. Now, if you really want to look at that hard, that pretty much says if you hit anything other than air, you need to call and report it. Now, we're going to talk about our accident reporting procedures, and we are also going to talk about the components of our accident reporting kit. And one of the first things we're going to do is we are going to show you exactly what is in the accident reporting kit, and we're going to tell you why it's there. First of all, we have in our accident reporting kit a disposable camera. I ask that you please use this camera to document any and all damages to our property and any other person's property. Would like for you to take pictures 360 degrees around the vehicle, your vehicle, and any other vehicle. And a lot of drivers do make a mistake. They seem to want to get really good up close-ups, which is good. We need those, but we also need photographs that give an overall picture of the accident scene. In your accident reporting kit, you will also find our Cottingham and Butler accident kit, our reporting kit. This is part of our accident reporting kit here at Worldwide Logistics, and it is required of each driver that if you are involved in an accident event, that you complete the information that is required in here. Also, in your accident reporting kit, you will have a chain of custody. The chain of custody is used in the event that the accident is a state reportable crash. Basically, when we're saying state reportable, someone has to be towed away from the scene of the accident, or someone has to be transported from the scene of the accident to some other location for medical treatment, or God forbid, there is a death, whether you're at fault or not. Okay, this is your chain of custody. This is very important. Years ago, the trucking companies used to put in their accident reporting kits a urine specimen cup. We no longer do that because the clinics find that they cannot guarantee that those containers are sterile, so they provide those for us. Also, in your accident reporting kit, you're going to have this document. This document tells you step for step what to do in the case of an accident. I'm going to go over this with you, and this applies to every single driver that we have, including owner-operators or employees of owner-operators, local drivers, regional drivers, part-time drivers, team drivers, or solo long-haul drivers. It applies to every driver we have at Worldwide Logistics. The first thing you are to do is to call the police. No ifs, ands, or buts. Call the police. This can help to protect you, and also it can help to protect our company. Call your safety director. My name's Tommy Pritchard, and if it's during normal business hours here on the East Coast, my telephone number is 800-255-0570, extension 6731. If it is after hours, you can call your normal dispatch number, and that will patch through to our answering service, and the answering service will call me. Or you can give me a call on my cell phone, which is 828-443-6269. Now, we ask that you prevent additional injury. Move vehicles out of harm's way and place appropriate safety signals and reflective triangles out. Okay? Assist the injured. Now, folks, I want to stress to you here that that does not mean that you run up to a vehicle, open up the door, and pull someone out of the vehicle. Please do not do that. Assisting someone can be as simple as calling 911, remaining there with them at the vehicle, assuring them that you have help on the way. As I said a few moments earlier, we do want you to take photographs. I want you to use every single exposure in the camera. And this works in our benefit if this happens to be a DOT reportable catastrophic accident and the photographs are subpoenaed for court. Maybe one of the questions a prosecutor would ask is, well, you've taken 5 beautiful pictures. How many exposures did you have in your camera? And you said 24, and then he looks at you and says, well, sir, what are you trying to hide? Where are the rest of the photographs? See what I mean? Okay, now gather information as well. You want to gather witnesses' names, telephone numbers, addresses, and record the date and the time the crash took place, the circumstances of the crash, lighting, whether or not the road conditions were wet, cold, dark. Be very specific. Do not apologize or admit guilt, even though you may be feeling very bad. Please do not apologize or admit guilt to anyone. Now, when the police arrive at the scene of the accident, we want you to answer the police officer's questions truthfully, 100% truthfully. Do not volunteer information. However, if the officer asks you a question, tell the man the truth. Now, if this is a catastrophic accident, we may request our insurance company to send out a special adjuster to the location. That adjuster will be able to identify themselves as being from Cottingham and Butler, our insurance folks, and they will be able to kind of hold your hand through this. They will have credentials to identify themselves. However, if you are not absolutely satisfied that that person is who they say they are, call me. I will contact Cottingham and Butler, and I will get the name of the adjuster who is at the scene of the accident so that we can be 100% sure that we are dealing with people who are there to help us. And then we want you to be sure to complete the Cottingham and Butler accident reporting kit. This is very, very important. It is also important that you fill this information out while it is still fresh in your mind. Now, there's some special notes here too. If this happens to be a DOT reportable crash, then it does not mean that you're at fault if it's a DOT reportable crash. You may be, you may not be. But if it is a reportable crash, then you are going to have an alcohol test within 8 hours and a drug test within 32 hours. Refusing to take either one of these, well, you've given up your job. Alcohol testing must be completed, I told you 8 hours, but it actually says 2 hours. If I can't get you to the doctor's office for the alcohol testing within 2 hours, I can continue to try to get you alcohol tested for 6 more hours, up to 8 hours. And then at that point, what I would have to do is to put in the accident report why, an explanation as to why you did not have an alcohol or a drug test done. Now, refusing either one of these tests will result in your termination. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay? So you call the police, you render assistance, you reassure any injured person that's there, and whatever you do, if anyone comes up to you with a television camera or a microphone and asks for a statement, remember your answer is no comment. Taking the pictures, calling the police, taking good notes, being mindful of what you say and to whom you say it to. All of these things help to put our company in the strongest defensible position that we can possibly be in should there be an accident. Now, Remember, I'm talking about all accidents. We want to treat them all the same. You call the police. You call your safety director. That's me. You take pictures. You check to find out if they're witnesses. You get their names and addresses, telephone numbers if they're available. You're protecting yourself. This is how you protect yourself. One last thing. All of this information should be in your truck. Be in some kind of box. Probably maybe like this. Could be smaller, wider, a little taller. Don't really care what type of box it's in, just so you have the key components of your accident reporting kit. Again, the best accident is no accident. So what we ask that you do is to measure twice, cut once. In other words, if it looks like it won't go, it probably won't. So find something else to do. If you're backing, you're not sure what's going on, stop the truck, get out and look. If you have to, draft a ground guide. Never blindside back. Never follow too closely. Always use your turn indicators anytime you're changing lanes. And change lanes or pass another vehicle only when it's justifiable to do so. Obey the posted speed limits. Watch your hours of service and do not violate them at any time. All of these things will protect you and keep you from being involved in an accident. God bless you, my friends. Take care of yourself and please have a safe day. Bye-bye.